How's it going, GoFightPow fans? This is Miss Matone GFP, and welcome to the first half of the second round for the Terminal Velocity Tournament. Like before, 5 minutes, 5 seconds on the clock. Today, we are going to see who from the first half will advance to the Sweet 16. This is our card that we're going to be looking at here, or at least the wrestlers we're going to be looking at here. Several from Mid-Atlantis, Team Rocket Promotions, Fire Island, Central Space. Those seem to be the ones that made it through the most, I will admit. But we'll go over them as time goes. So, with that said, let's go and get started with our very first match. It is Deep South's Brickyard Brown versus the Central Space Grand Prix champion, Dante Giordano. 5 minutes, 5 seconds on the clock. Let's go. No fast forward there, so we're going again. Brickyard Brown will start off with the initiative, going for a judo chop, and Dante counters it into a power headlock. Not going to add to the pop there, and that's blocked. And there's the Cetus Slam. Brickyard Brown needs to avoid an even number or 3. Gets a 1. That will remove the 3. Power headlock again. Not going to add to the pop. And that's a hit. Rumble rating. Both have a +3. And it's going to be Dante that takes the initiative. Power headlock again. Not going to add to the pop. It's dodged. Power headlock again. And this time it's going to add to the pop. It'll remove the 6. Gosh, I need to remember that you guys can't actually see the left side. Anyway, Brickyard Brown counters it. Into the Brick Blaster. Dante needs to avoid a 1 or 3. Gets a 6. That will remove the 3 from Giordano. Brickyard Brown getting a roundhouse right. It's a hit. Headbutt. And it's a pop. Dante needs to avoid a 3. Gets a 3. He needs a 2, 3, or 6. And he gets it. He is still in this match. And that will remove the 1. Judo chop. It's a hit. Leg drop. Dante counters it. Into a backbreaker. That's dodged. Cetus Slam. Brickyard Brown needs to avoid a 3 or an even number. Gets a 1 again. That will remove the 4. Cetus Slam again. It's an even. He needs a 4 to stay alive, and he gets it. And that will remove the 2. So all of the even numbers are removed. Backbreaker. Brickyard Brown counters it. Into a roundhouse right. It's a pop. He needs to avoid a 1 or a 3. Gets a 1. Needs a 2, 3, or 6. And he gets it. Dante Giordano trying to become a double champion, it seems. There's the Rumble rating. And Dante takes the control with a backbreaker. It's dodged. Backbreaker again. Brickyard Brown counters it into a judo chop. It's a hit. Leg drop. Giordano counters it into a Rumble rating. And it's going to be Dante Giordano with the initiative with a falling knee smash. It's blocked. And the Cetus Slam, only a 1 in 5 save Brown here, and he gets a 5. The 5 is removed. Power headlock. We're going to see if he adds to the pop. He does not. It's a pop. Only a 1 saves him. Gets a 4. He needs a 4 now, and he doesn't get it. Dante Giordano in the first match of the night keeps going and will advance to the Sweet 16. The Grand Prix champion could be a double champion by the end of this tournament. Brickyard Brown, unfortunately, will be going home. My goodness, what a match. 3 minutes on the dot. Oops. Now we move on to Mid-Atlantis' Pumpkin Jack versus Fire Island's Victaris. And this is the last match of the first bracket. We're going to be going through 4 of them, so we have a lot to go through. Let's go. No fast forward. Victaris will start things off with a leg torque. To pop, he needs to avoid a 4. Gets a 3. That will remove the 4 for Pumpkin Jack. Back snapper. It's a hit. Rumble rating. Victaris has a +3. And he will get the initiative with a back snapper. It's a hit. Rumble rating again. And Victaris will keep control with a leg torque. And Pumpkin Jack counters it into a rumble rain of his own. And it's going to be Victaris with the control. Rumble rating. And Victaris will keep control. Hits the Kaniku special. Or I think locks it in. Pumpkin Jack needs to avoid a 4 and a 6. Gets a 2. That will remove the 3. And there's the Muscle Ripper. Needs to avoid a 3, 4, 5. Gets a 3. He needs a 5. And he doesn't get it. Victaris will be moving on to the next round to face Dante Giordano. And that's a member of Fire Island going to the Sweet 16. Pumpkin Jack is going home. It was a little over a minute, but it was mostly Victaris in that one. Our next match is North Forest's Reichzilla versus Deep South's Turkish Terror. Turkish Terror did compete in the Heritage Cup, so he is not unfamiliar. So he is familiar with tournaments. Let's go. Fast forward check. No fast forward. Turkish Terror will start us off, and he is going immediately into the Rumble rating. Both have a +3, and Turkish Terror will keep it going with a Power Slam. Reichzilla counters it with a Power Bomb. Turkish Terror counters into a Flurry of Fists. It's a hit. Crashing Headbutt. Reichzilla counters it into a Ground and Pound. Turkish Terror counters into a Flurry of Fists. Dodged. And the Turkish Stomp. Reichzilla needs to avoid a 2, 1, 5, and 6. Gets a 3. That will remove the 2. Crashing Headbutt. Reichzilla counters into a Rumble rating. And it's going to be Turkish Terror to keep it going with a Shoulder Crack. It's a hit. Flurry of Fists. Reichzilla counters into a Body Smasher. Turkish Terror counters into a Crashing Headbutt. Blocked. Flurry of Fists. It's hit. Rumble rating. And Reichzilla will keep going with a Ground and Pound. Turkish Terror counters that into a Shoulder Crack. It's a hit. Flurry of Fists. It's a hit. Power Slam. Reichzilla counters into a Body Smasher. And that's a pop. Turkish Terror needs to avoid a 4. Gets a 1. That will remove the 4 from Turkish Terror. Ground and Pound. Turkish Terror counters. And he is going for a Crashing Headbutt. And it's a pop. Reichzilla needs to avoid a 2. Gets a 5. That will remove the 5. That will make the Turkish Stomp more potent. Power Slam. Reichzilla counters into a Body Smasher. It's a pop. Needs to avoid a 4. Gets a 6. That will remove... Well, can't remove the 4. It'll remove the 6. Power Bomb. Hit. Rumble rating. Turkish Terror wins. Hits a Crashing Headbutt. Reichzilla counters into some headbutts. It's a hit. And the Bro Fist. Turkish Terror needs to avoid a 4 and a 6. Gets a 3. That will remove the 1. Reichzilla actually getting something going here. Headbutts. Turkish Terror counters. Straight into the Turkish Stomp. 1, 5, 6. So needs to avoid a 2, 5, and 1, 5, and 6. Gets a 4. That will remove the 6. Flurry of Fists. It's a hit. Shoulder crack. It's a hit. Crashing headbutt. Reichzilla counters. Into a Rumble rating. And that is going to be Reichzilla in control with the Bro Fist. 1, 4, and 6. Gets a 2. That will remove the 3. Turkish Terror is actually in trouble. Ground and pound. It's a pop. Only a 2 and 5 save him. Gets a 3. He needs a 5. And he doesn't get it. Reichzilla from North Forest will advance to the next round. That was nearly a 4-minute match. And Turkish Terror is going to have to take his terrors elsewhere. So that is the third match. Well, the matches here are significantly longer than they've been in the first round. Well, at least 2 of them have. And now we go to Mid-Atlantis' Hard Knocks Haggerty versus Team Rocket Promotions' Space Lord. Here we go. And we got Hard Knocks Haggerty's Fast Forward, which is an odd. So Space Lord needs to avoid a 5. Gets a 2. That will remove the 5. And he's going for a Master Slam. Hit. Double Lariat. Space Lord counters it. Into the Galactic Pile Driver. Hard Knocks needs to avoid a 4 and a 6. Gets a 6. He needs an even number now. And he doesn't get it. In the quickest match of the round, Space Lord will move on to the next round, where he'll face off against Reichzilla. Hard Knocks Haggerty is going home. So that's actually 2 for Deep South and 2 for Mid-Atlantis that are gone. And we still have 4 more matches to go. And Mid-Atlantis is back on the block as we have Central Space's Valentinus taking on the superstar, Tim Johnson. Here we go. No fast forward. Valentinus will start us off with a tightrope triple flip. It's a pup. Needs to avoid a 4. Gets a 1. That will remove the 4. Valentinus with a Berlin bow tie. And the superstar counters it into the 1-2 punch. Valentinus counters with a tightrope triple flip. Tim counters it into the superstar bomb. Valentinus needs to avoid a 3, 5, or 6. Gets a 4. That is directly in the middle. And Tim with a frog splash. Pop needs to avoid a 5 and a 6. Gets a 1. Going to remove the 6 here. Frog splash. Hit. Thunderstruck. Valentinus counters it into a tightrope triple flip. It's hit. And the Skywalker. Tim needs to avoid a 2 and a 4. Gets a 1. That will remove the 5. Making the Skywalker more potent. Rumble rating. And Tim easily takes it with the Thunderstruck. And a pop needs to avoid a 5 and a 6. Gets a 6. Needs a 3. And he doesn't get it. Mid-Atlantis is going to get one on the board. And it's going to be superstar Tim Johnson. Moving on to the next round. Valentinus is going to be going back to tag team wrestling. But he didn't exactly have a bad start. Preparing him for my next card. Alright. Now we go to Fire Island's Mally Mally versus North Forest's Wolfhaus. Both these two have already got one person going on into the Sweet 16. One of them is going to get 2. Here we go. Fast forward check. Wolfhaus will take the initiative with a shotgun drop kick. It's a hit. Into the final Sonata. Mally Mally needs to avoid a 1 and a 6. Gets a 4. Final Sonata not putting it away yet. Folding power bomb. Pop needs to avoid a 1. Gets a 5. That will remove the 3. Shotgun drop kick. And Mally Mally just getting rolled. All the low numbers are now gone. And the Final Sonata, only a 4 and 5 saved Mali here. Now he needs a 1 or 3. He gets it. Now we're looking for a 4, 5, or 6 to remove. And we will remove the 4. Wolfhaus is going to keep going. I can't count that. That's tilted. Folding Power Bomb. Pop. Only a 5 and 6 save him. Gets a 4. Needs a 1 or a 3 again. Doesn't get it. Wolfhaus completely destroying Mali. And he will move on to the Sweet 16. And Mali is going home. Or somewhere close to home. Just complete destruction by Wolfhaus in that one. Our next match is going to be Industrial Lands' Splice. And he's going to be taking on Powerhouse Smythe of Team Rocket Promotions. Sorry, had to think there for a second. Well, without further ado, here we go. Fast forward check. No fast forward. Smythe is going to start us off with the Power Plant. Splice needs to avoid a 1 or a 6. Gets a 2. That will remove the 1. Head Rush Suplex. Blocked. Head Rush Suplex. Hit. Rumble Rating. Both have a +3. And it's going to be Smythe that continues with the Rumble Rating. And Splice will take control with a Jackhammer. And Smythe is actually going to be forced to roll his pop. He needs to avoid a 2. Gets a 4. That will remove the 2. Splice now looking for an explosive charge. Smythe counters it into a victory roll. Splice counters into the X-Force. 2, 5, and 6. Gets a 5. He needs a 1 to stay alive. And he gets it. That will remove the 6. Cable Clamp. Blocked. Explosive charge. Pop. 2 or 6. Gets a 3. That will remove the 4. So all of the even numbers are blocked down. Explosive charge from Splice. It's dodged. And the X-Force, an even number or 5, will put him in danger. He needs a 1 again, and he doesn't get it. Splice will move on to the next round, and Powerhouse Smythe is going to be going home. A solid, not a bad run for Powerhouse. He might have success in singles in the future. But now we have one more match for tonight. This one is going to be Fire Island's Orange Crush taking on Mid-Atlantis' Thunder Rex. One of these two will get a second participant in the Sweet 16. But one of them will be going home here and now. Without further ado, let's go. No fast forward. Orange Crush will start us off with the Orange Crush. Thunder Rex needs to avoid a 1 or a 4. Gets a 4. He needs a 1 or a 6. And he doesn't get it. A 1-move match to end the video. Orange Crush is moving on to the Sweet 16. And Thunder Rex just going home. That gives us the first half of the Sweet 16. Looking at, statistically speaking, we have 2 from Fire Island making it in. 1 from Central Space. 1 from Mid-Atlantis. 2 from North Forest. 1 from Team Rocket Promotions. And 1 from the Industrial. My, oh my. I'm certain there have been several bracket busters up to this point, but there's more to come. Now we move on to our sweet. We have our last half of this. Just skimming through it real quick for you guys. These are the guys that you're going to see on the next video for the round of 32. 8 of them will move on to the Sweet 16, and 8 of them will be going home. Thank you guys for watching. This is Miss Matone GFP, and I'm signing off.